Welcome to Daily Buzz. A major development has unfolded in the long unresolved murder of Sindiso Magaka, former Secretary General of the ANC Youth League.
General Mkhwanazi makes another murder arrest. Municipal boss offered our 1 million for ANC leader Sindiso Magaka. Mkhwanazi, the police commissioner of KwaZulu-Natal province, leads a special task team focused on political and high-profile killings, and they are moving quickly to make key arrests. This push comes just as a major commission of inquiry is about to begin its work, examining claims of deep corruption and criminal ties within the police and government. One of the latest actions by this team happened this week, with the arrest of a 55-year-old man linked to the murder of Sindiso Magaka, a former Secretary General of the ANC Youth League. This arrest, carried out in Malvern, Durban, adds to a series of moves that show the team's determination to uncover truths before the inquiry takes over. The suspect, Zwelipansis Kosana, who once held a senior position as municipal manager at the Umzimkhulu local municipality, now faces charges in connection with Sindiso's death. He appeared in the Umzimkhulu Magistrates Court today in the morning, facing charges of conspiracy to commit murder as well as murder. The other charges include firearm-related charges and defeating the administration of justice. The case was remanded to the 1st of August 2025 for the defense to appoint counsel for the bail application. This is not the first time he has been in custody for this case. Back in 2018, authorities took him into custody along with the late mayor of Umzimkhulu, Mkhwanazi, a businessman, 2 former police officers, and a hitman. That earlier group faced accusations tied to the same incident, highlighting how long this investigation has been building.
The task team rearrested the former municipal manager of Umzimkhulu local municipality on a charge of murder. You will recall that in 2018 when this task team was established, it was established in July 2018, within a month that they had made their first arrest in relation to the Sindiso Magaka murder case. The first arrest was the hitman, the shooter, Sibusiso Nengwa, who has already been convicted and sentenced to 25 years imprisonment for the murder of Sindiso Magaka. And months later, they then started arresting 2 former police officers. They also arrested a businessman. They also then arrested the former mayor of Umzimkhulu local municipality, who later committed suicide. And they then arrested the same municipal manager. So we have rearrested the former municipal manager based on additional evidence. We obtained a J50 warrant of arrest, and on Monday we executed that warrant of arrest in Malvern, in Durban.
The recent arrest follows the conviction of the hitman, Sibusiso Nengwa, who received a 25-year prison sentence earlier this month for his part in the killing and other related crimes, such as attempted murders and illegal possession of firearms and ammunition. Sindiso met his end after being shot on the 13th of July 2017 in Umzimkhulu, and he later died from his injuries in a hospital on the 13th of September 2017. At the time, he was traveling with others, including Jabulile Msiya, Nontsikelelo Mafa, and Ngceba Mazongolo, who also came under attack, with damage done to their vehicles. Sindiso had built a reputation as a dedicated fighter for social justice and equality, deeply involved in the ANC Youth League's efforts to push for change. Details from the investigation paint a picture of a carefully planned operation. Nengwa, in his court admissions, described how he was recruited for the task by Ndobe and the municipal manager, Zwelipansis Kosana. The motive stemmed from Sindiso's determination to reveal corrupt activities within the municipality, which threatened the positions and gains of those involved. Nengwa recruited another man, Jabulani Mdunge, to help carry out the act. They used an AK-47 rifle and a Mercedes-Benz vehicle, items that investigations later traced back to funds from a crime intelligence/fund. Jabulani Mdunge himself was a registered police informer paid by crime intelligence, which raises questions about how official resources ended up supporting such actions. In a 13-page plea presented in court, Nengwa outlined the financial side of the deal. He and his accomplice initially received 120,000 rand for the job, with promises of a much larger reward, a 1 million rand tender. However, Mkhwanazi later claimed he was shortchanged, receiving only 70,000 rand in total, and the promised flat worth 600,000 rand never materialized. This sense of betrayal led him to seek ways to expose more details. In February of this year, while in Westville prison, Mkhwanazi prepared an affidavit detailing these events, which he handed to Fadiel Adams, a member of parliament and leader of the National Coloured Congress. Adams encountered Mkhwanazi during a prison visit for an unrelated matter and arranged for the affidavit to be taken after learning of the information. The affidavit not only named Ndobe Nkhosana but also implicated Ndungalane, a former journalist and communications manager at the eThekwini municipality. It described how the group feared Sindiso's efforts to bring their corrupt dealings to light, leading them to arrange the assassination. Mkhwanazi's decision to fire his legal aid lawyer in court and insist on revealing everything added a layer of drama to the proceedings. He wanted to ensure all aspects, including the identities of those who ordered the hit and the exact methods used, came out in the open. This confession aligned with broader patterns General Mkhwanazi has pointed out, where masterminds behind political killings often collaborate with police insiders, as seen in other cases like the murder of Armand Swart, where a detective allegedly led a group of hitmen hired by businessman Getiso Molefe.
There was a shooting incident that had occurred in April 2024, where Mr. Swart, a QTech employee, was fatally shot while entering the company premises. QTech has been a long-standing service provider to Transnet. Shortly after the incident, 3 suspects, including a warrant officer, a South African Police Service warrant officer, a detective Dau Pule, were arrested in Johannesburg. During the arrest, weapons that were used in this murder, which was an AK-47 and a pistol, along with cell phones, were confiscated.
The Political Killings Task Team, formed in 2018 to probe such incidents, has since widened its scope to cover assassinations of political leaders. Under Mkhwanazi's guidance, the team has been active in recent weeks, making arrests that seem timed to gather as much evidence as possible before the commission of inquiry begins. For instance, just last week, on the 21st of July 2024, businessman Gatiso Molefe was taken into custody for the assassination of Opa John Sefoga, popularly known as DJ Somebody, who was killed along with his bodyguard Sibusiso Mkhwanazi and Sandile Mieza in Woodmead, Johannesburg, in November 2022. Molefe appeared in the Alexandra Magistrates Court on the 22nd of July 2024, facing 3 murder charges, with the case postponed to the 26th of August 2024. Alongside Molefe, 3 alleged triggermen, Tiko Floyd Mabusela, Musa Gegana, and Michael Puletau, were charged in the same matter. Mabusela and Gegana were already in custody for a separate case involving the attempted murder of actress Tebogo Tobechane. In that incident, which occurred in Sandton in October 2023, Tobechane's vehicle was targeted in a drive-by shooting, leaving her unharmed but her friend badly injured.
It has been quite a productive week. The SAPS members are on the ground continuing with their work to serve and protect the people of this country, as well as the SAPS Political Killings Task Team together with Gauteng Organised Crime. They are continuing with the work. So for now, previously I had indicated that we are investigating about 10 high-profile cases where these firearms are being linked to. So now we are at number 4. We are positively linking the AK-47 to the murder of DJ Vintos, Don Dindleni, DJ Somebody, his 2 bodyguards, Sibusiso Mkhwanazi, Sandile Mieza, as well as Armand Swart. They have been linked, arrested, and in custody on other cases. You'll recall that we first arrested the first 4, the 4 in these cases on the Armand Swart case. We then proceeded to then arrest them for the DJ Somebody, his 2 bodyguards, Sibusiso Mkhwanazi and Sandile Mieza case. Further investigation, we then linked them to DJ Vintos and Don Tindleni's case. So I had previously indicated that we are linking them to at least 10 high-profile cases where this one AK-47 is being linked to, but there could be other cases that could be added as investigations is ongoing. We are continuing. And it's not only the firearms that we are linking, there's all other evidence that we are taking into account.
The task team linked these events through financial trails, leading to the arrest of Nthabiseng Nzama, the daughter of one of the alleged hitmen. She appeared in court on the 21st of July 2024, accused of handling fund transfers knowing the money came from criminal proceeds. Granted 10,000 rand bail, she is due back in court on the 26th of August 2024 with her co-accused. These arrests tie into larger allegations that Molefe and others have connections to drug cartels and underworld figures who have infiltrated high levels of the South African Police Service, including the police ministry. Mkhwanazi has publicly stated that the SAP's top brass, along with Police Minister Senzo Mthunu, show signs of being captured by these networks. Evidence includes WhatsApp messages, police documents, and cell phone records showing coordinated efforts to disrupt investigations. One example involves Brown Mkhwanazi, an associate of Mthunu, communicating with Kat Vusimusi Matlala, a tenderpreneur awarded a 360 million rand police contract that was later cancelled. Matlala faces trial for the shooting incident involving Tobechane. The task team's efforts have extended to attempts to arrest Mthunu and Lieutenant General Shedrack Sibiya, the Deputy Police Commissioner for Crime Detection. Team members approached prosecutors in Gauteng and Mpumalanga to secure warrants, but were turned away due to insufficient evidence. In one instance last month, officers in a Mercedes-Benz V-Class Combi sought warrants from the Director of Public Prosecutions for both men. Mkhwanazi has accused them of protecting criminal syndicates that span politicians, law enforcement, and drug cartels. He claims Mthunu disbanded the task team to sabotage probes into these networks, pointing to a possible case of defeating the ends of justice. Sibiya, aware of the arrest attempts, has countered by recommending charges against task team members for allegedly kidnapping a forensic services captain, taking his laptop, and deleting evidence related to extrajudicial killings. Both Mthunu and Sibiya have been placed on special leave pending investigations, with each side trading accusations of criminal conduct and obstruction. Mkhwanazi has described Sibiya as involved in criminal activities and highlighted political interference as the reason for the task team's dismantling. He mentions an organized crime syndicate that includes various players across the criminal justice system, from police to prisons and the judiciary. This backdrop sets the stage for the Commission of Inquiry, chaired by Acting Deputy Chief Justice Mbuyiseli Madlala. Announced by President Cyril Ramaphosa earlier this month, the Commission will probe Mkhwanazi's allegations from a press conference on the 6th of July 2024. Madlala held his first media briefing in Sandton, Johannesburg, on the 28th of July 2024, stating that work has already started with urgency. The first consultation, scheduled imminently, involves Mkhwanazi himself, though he may not be the first witness. Hearings are expected to begin in August 2025 admitted to President Ramaphosa. The mission team includes experienced members like Advocates Sesibaloi and Sandile Khumalo as co-commissioners, Terry Motau as Chief Witness Protection, given the claims of infiltration. The terms place responsibility on the Commission to safeguard potential witnesses, leading Madlala to consider carefully who can be trusted for this role. He plans to assess each witness's situation individually and will scrutinize requests for private testimony, prioritizing transparency amid such serious claims. This inquiry stands out for its focus on alleged criminal penetration across the entire law enforcement system, unlike previous probes.
On the 26th of March 2025, this year, a total of 121 case dockets that were under investigation were taken away from the task team as directed by a Deputy National Commissioner Crime Detection, a Lieutenant General Sibiya, who was acting on the instruction of the Minister of Police.
Mthunu denies this, questioning why Mkhwanazi waited for months to raise the issue. Meanwhile, Professor Firoz Kachelia has been appointed acting police minister from the 1st of August 2025. In the Sindisos case, the family, including his brother, Lwazi, has expressed relief at the recent arrest, hoping it reveals the true masterminds. Current ANC Youth League President Collins Malechi welcomed it, seeing it as evidence of deep-rooted corruption in government institutions. He views Magaka's death as the result of greedy politicians targeting one of their own to silence exposure. Former Deputy President Andile Lungisa echoes this, calling for all involved to face justice without mercy, remembering Mkhwanazi's passionate spirit in the struggle for freedom.
Thanks for watching.